So a pretty fast-paced lineup for Virtus Pro, and I guess the big question for me with this position 1 Nature's Prophet is, will he buy Hand of Midas? Because I've seen a lot of talk recently about this Midas pickup.
Oh, yes. Yes, I was just looking at that thread recently.
Yeah.
And I saw a tweet from...
Excalibur tweet?
Yes, the Excalibur tweet, that's right. I heavily agree, by the way.
Yes. 100%. I mean, I've agreed since, again, just like Arlington, right? You know, Hand of Midas Prophet. Ramses was like the only hero winning with Hand of Midas back then. But, yeah.
At
It was so much better when you did Russian Blood Hair or something like that.
I remember it's one of like the first things I started learning about Dota was the concept of the opportunity cost of Midas. Because it's just like, if you buy it, sure, eventually it will pay itself off and you get faster experience. You're paying gold and time for experience in a sense, because the time that you're paying when you buy a Midas is the time that you're kind of shit for your team. Like you're not that useful, all right? You don't improve enough.
And when you're a hero like that, I think Excalibur's point was if you're clearing waves and able to TP wherever you want on the map. Nice D-ward there, noticed. And Sayash getting it. Yeah, if you're able to be anywhere on the map, why do you need Midas? Midas is a... Oh my god, everyone's just de-warding everything. Sentries, observer wards, entire mid lane is a minefield, but completely cleared now.
Yeah, everyone got totally busted placing their wards together at the same time, so it all just got de-warded. And they slapped a second one off to the east, so it doesn't really help the mid laner, but it will give them an idea on that bottom rune.
Let's see what's coming around the corner. And top rune, Niposhka, Lal, and Yatoro all here. A 3v3 is brewing. They've got Centaur Stomp and Shield Crash. Pretty good level 1 fighting skills, but it looks like VP afraid of going for it. Trying to fight around bottom instead. Yeah, they're letting the top one go. Battery assault from DeCarlos is down there. Does get himself the bounty rune, so 1 for 1 so far. And Collapse going to get beaten to that bottom rune by Krillat. So everything dead even. With Niposhka taking the 4th rune.
Wonder how this bottom lane's gonna go.
Yeah, Doom Snap against Clock Prophet. It feels like Clock Prophet should kind of stomp this in the first 3 levels at least. But I don't know, later on.
That's kind of how I'm feeling too. I think a lot of it will depend on the cookies. And you could do some really clutch cookie plays that could really mess up the clockwork. But I mean, you can see what DeCalls is doing. He's just running at him right now. I like Doom his armors these days. What is that?
That's true.
There's a Blightstone on Prophet.
Quite a bit of damage. And top lane looks like Niposhka trying to do the same kind of job. Lots of backup from the long-range Lina though. And Light Strike connecting unnoticed. Good amount of damage to that Centaur, who is now pretty much out of regen. Started with the Ring of Protection. I'll get some tangos delivered. So we'll be able to stay in the lane, but it's not a comfortable spot to be in.
Yeah, it's a lot of farm before the Ring of Health, before you're feeling better with the situation. So, meanwhile, Mira is doing some creep shenanigans down bottom as we've got a lane happening over here.
Yeah, small camp blocked as well, still. So no pulls for DeCarlos. Large camp sentried. So equally no pulls for Team Spirit. Well, we peek a little bit into the mid lane where it is dead even. 7-1, 7-1 between the two midders. And probably going to continue that way until we get to the active runes. Get level 6 on a Pango where it can start actually team fighting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Taking a bit of damage from Lal there, but water runes are coming up in 10 seconds, so no big deal here, just to get through your bottle charges.
The interaction with... Oh, never mind.
Burns, doesn't it?
Never mind.
With Top and Shield Crash?
No, I was thinking about Stampede and Tango, but actually he goes 550 anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't get sped up.
Yeah, okay. That would be really funny, though. It's like impossible to control. Don't all me! I'm turning!
Just running everywhere. That would be cool.
Those guys are the same team that often.
Just imagine an ability draft with like Bloodseeker's Thirst and Rolling Thunder. Shikuchi as well, just unlimited move speed, zooming everywhere.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah. But with Toss and Shield Crash, Lal can cancel the Shield Crash, right? Like before he lands, you can toss him to stop the damage reduction buff.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
I don't think I've seen that before. It's going to be difficult to time, especially in the middle of a creep wave. Maybe something Lal can play around with. And Sayosh up at top lane. Niposhka putting the clicks on him.
I usually know.
Bushwhack into Centaur Stomp though, going to catch the Ricky out and get the first blood for VP.
And it's still pulsing.
First blood for a Hoodwink. dream. Early boost.
Oh.
Hero is very scary with items and gold.
They're not able to touch Yatoro really here, though.
Items
Yatoro
and gold.
just...
I meant to say items and levels, sorry.
Right.
Items and gold are the same thing, guys.
We were talking about Hand of Midas earlier. Items, gold, experience is all intertwined.
Burns.
Yatoro's just like
doesn't it?
ignoring the centaur. Can't click him, retaliate's too strong. Well, Miposhka steals the bounty rune for the Panga, who rotated up to that top jungle for a refill. Won't get it, and the bottom bounty rune's taken by Ducalis, so he might need someone to die and TP into his lane for the bottle refill there.
It's so strange to just watch Spirit hit the reset button on the meta. Like, this was like week 1 of the DPC, I feel like, where people were coming in with this one Lina, and people were ready with this Centaur, and we saw it a couple times, and I feel like I haven't seen either of these heroes since.
Yeah.
Everyone just
Radiant
moved on to
are
other stuff,
scanning.
and now we're just like, you know what, that Matrix coming up, people might be picking Lina again, we should be prepped on this.
It's probably also Yatoro being like, wait, I don't play Lina, guys. I need a week or 2 to practice. Gets a couple of pubs in. He's comfortable on the hero.
We're going to find out. So far, it's Virtus Pro looking pretty comfortable in lanes. They're up in all the lanes right now. So, plus, big bonus.
Yeah, looking hot. Team Spirit not really bleeding out, though. Kind of getting what they need. 2 points into Valor for collapse means that he's going to be accelerating very quickly. Still waiting to get these levels up on Mira. You know, now they're starting to hit level 3, level 4 in that bottom lane. So the damage output from Team Spirit does start to ramp up quite significantly, as well as their tankiness against the Treants and the Battery Assault. And both of them have boots, yeah, so they can outrun the Clockwork at this point.
Get back.
Looks like Lal gonna be straight into that Blink Dagger. Has treads queued up, but I'm curious to see if he opts just to rush the Blink straight up.
Well, ain't this
Here's the big playmaker role.
Bushwhack up
Lane a
top.
catch again on Miposhka, yeah. Another Bushwhack into Stomp. Perfect setup and a very strong dual lane here from VP.
We're not able to catch Ducalis. It looks like maybe they were thinking about something there, but no cookie was left there, so just pushing it back.
Warriors of the Wood.
Ricky, game plan eventually gonna get dark.
Dire's courier
That's what he does.
has been
When we
killed.
talk about his setup, looks pretty good, especially with a core tiny. I thought of like the potential of this core tiny. Now, actually in trouble. Can he get out of this?
I don't know, he's trying. Wind lace not fast enough, but the cogs are good. Yeah, they can't catch up to him. So he's out, Sal's back up, and he will get away from that dangerous spot. In the mid lane though, so you're getting closed in on by the Ricky and the Tiny. He's too speedy though, the boots and Scurry. Away
And
from
the timing from Ducalis got him to the rune in time as well.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, denied it.
Beautifully done. Well, Squad X will take down the Snapfire for that transgression.
Right, that's not worth it.
Amazing what you found laying around.
But yeah, Miposhka just has to bide his time and wait. Y'all are having a worse time on Lina. They did on Terrorblade. And like in terms of how the lane is feeling though. Support is dying, being pressured, having to dodge some stuff here. Just because there's an eye on that catapult though. Very nice. They're gonna chase him into the jungle pretty hard too.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because this is where Lino with Falcon Blade Raindrops has the mana regen to just go into jungle and say, whatever, I don't care lane. It looks like that's exactly what she's going to do. As Nature's Prophet TP's top, close in on Miposhka. He'll
Dire's top
get into the
tower is
trees,
under attack.
make them work for it. Might actually
Come on,
escape,
Miposhka.
honestly. Trip to the trade is ready in 5 seconds. Swashbuckle into Bushwhack, smoke screen down. Oh, it's getting close. Another Trix into the tree line, getting deeper and deeper, and now the Rolling Thunder it might be coming. Squad X thinking about it. They've got the
Radiant's
vision.
middle tower is
Finish him
under
off.
attack.
How does Ponyblade get his
Dire's
backpack?
structures are fortified.
He didn't have it anymore.
Did he
How did he
accidentally?
manage that?
I'm not sure.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
And the big strength of the Prophet though.
Dire's structures
Shift up
are
top,
fortified.
7 minutes in, Catapult Wave, easy tier 1. And this is where, like you mentioned, they kind of chase into the trees, find Yatoro in the jungle, contest some of these camps.
Just run down on the clockwork. Not really much to do about that. But yeah, that is the
Radiant's
dream
bottom
of
tower
the
is
Nature's
under
Prophet.
attack.
It's a little bit tougher on the
Radiant
position 1 because it's
structures are
taken away from like
fortified.
straight up farming time. But obviously you're hoping the space you get is going to make up for that. And you tend to develop more of an even tricore, I find, with the Nature's Prophet, especially in the mid game compared to when you play some of that position 1. Kind of nice. So if you have a bunch of heroes that all want to battle, which it feels like they do right now, then that should be the right setup for them to have some success in the mid game. And we talked a lot about like passive supports in some of these games. I think specifically last game about how we didn't really want that like passive offlaners. We didn't want that like passive doom last game. This game, I don't know, I kind of feel the same. This could be kind of bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's the position 1 right now for the team. Top of the net worth. A lot rests on Collapse's shoulders, but Mira's there to back him up. Cookies away from the cogs, while a bit of a battle in the mid lane between Lal, Miposhka, and these Hoodwinks and Pango. But we have to see a Rolling Thunder from Squadix. Curious to see exactly what he's going to be aiming towards in these team fights. That is their big team fight spell.
Yeah, before I think you might want to wait until level 6 on the Clockwork, unless you see a really good opportunity with the Rolling Thunder. I think it'll be easier to set up with Clock and the cogs. You can do some really nasty stuff with Pango.
The seeds of fortune.
Blast back the offending Colette and Takalis here, and back to farming he goes.
Yeah, a much better first 10 minutes from VP. We saw how well they played the map in the last game. Even though they were so far behind, they were able to find multiple avenues into the enemy side of the river. Got some good wards down. Starting to do that now. Kicking Yatra out of the northern jungle. Forced to go Ancients. Does have his javelin though. Pretty quick and easy.
Potion was just trying to get some scraps here in the mid lane.
Mira. Across towards Lal, but the damage is good. More TPs arriving in this bottom lane. Carlos, he will fall, but in comes the Pango and the Prophet. Lal throws in onto this tiny and stop his TP.
Nice.
With a nice thunder.
You were never
Two
going
for
to
the
be
price
fast
of one.
enough for
Ducala's going to be very happy giving his life for those.
Dire's bottom
Fair
tower
bit of space
is
for
under
Yatra though.
attack.
Last couple of minutes been very calm for him, but he is bottom of the net worth in terms of core heroes. Under 4,000 in fact.
Look what nodes he's doing on top there. Oh, well, actually, I mean, first off, he's popping ulti to help with Mira there. On top there, also killing Collapse at the same time, or at least attempting to. He's probably getting away, even if Mira won't.
Yeah, Mira down, Collapse in the trees. He's going to try and Quelling Blade his way through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good move. Off he goes. Riffing on his guitar as well.
Radiant's
The cars have
middle
noticed
tower
they
is under
spent
attack.
Stampede and the hook shot. Not getting the kill on the Doom. Feels like Team Spirit okay with this. They're pretty happy to give away a couple of support deaths here and there. They just need to get their timings right with this tiny blink and the Lina with the Maelstrom. It's one of those games that it feels like, you know, 25 minutes in, going to be what Team Spirit are aiming for. Don't really care about the laning phase or the first 20 minutes, as long as you can get these key items up. Maelstrom, BKB, Lina, tiny blink, and Doom with blink BKB as well. And that's really when you start playing your draft, right? This wasn't a laning stage draft. This is a, we have a Ricky who needs shard first, so we'll wait
before
for it.
we do anything.
Radiant's bottom tower
Pretty
is
much.
under attack.
And the question is, you know, what can you get done as Virtus Pro before that? Because they can hit some decent timings early. Spock's gonna go for another ulti play here on the Laurel.
Yeah.
It's tough on these side lanes, though.
Difficult to connect multiple times, but the Cookie helps out actually.
Radiant's
Gets the
middle
third
tower
hit
is
with the
under
Rolling
attack.
Thunder. And now Mira attempting to TP home. Okay, there's no bushwhack or any further stuns, so we'll escape.
Good read on that one, but again, yeah, all three cores doing quite well in the Radiant. Dire it's too far behind, but they just want to keep this going, keep moving together. Stampede is up right now, and I don't think they have any great
Dire's
vision to the
middle
Dire
tower
jungle,
is under
unfortunately.
attack.
Maybe it's something they could try and improve. They have that ward in between the tier 1 and the tier 2 that's giving some idea of what's happening, and they've seen some of Yadaro's movements, so that's who they're... Oh, they're actually not going to go for him. They're hoping that he's going to move north and they can cut him off, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're not going up and down. They're not quite sure where to head, but it looks like Notice have just made the move onto Collapse regardless.
Sick.
Play from Collapse, pushing him further away, and there's no disables.
Radiant are scanning.
That probably got him
I'm
just
not
out
sure
of
what
range of
happened to
Sage.
Sage. Yeah, I'm not sure how he managed to be so far behind, because he was moving with them.
Dire's middle
Ducala
tower
sort of
is
stuck
under
around
attack.
in the river and was flaring on top of that sentry that was near there. And I think they thought they were prepping to
Radiant's
go
bottom
mid, which is
tower
why
is
he
under
was sort of
attack.
vulnerable there on Notice in the first place. That's why I collapsed in the first place, but then they didn't
Dire's
even get the
middle
kill.
tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, they blink stopped top though, Ricky. brought down to a third of his health, but no reveal, so no kill. You're right, it looked like Ducalis kind of stuttered in terms of where he wanted to head, stuck around mid. Maybe Sayos got caught up in that miscommunication as well. DP really looking for every kill they can get. They can't delay the
ward.
He just brought it. He's gonna get blown up. Trapped in the cog, sharpshooter down, and then comes the Rolling Thunder to crash him into the ground. Oh, TPOA will allow Spirit to reset again. Still feels like that waiting game from them as that jump. Nice smoke screen. The Boschka stops the stop.
Oh. That was a big save. And that ward too, doing so much work there. There even was a sentry to cover, so Team Spirit feeling safe. I think they might have pinged it. I think Mira knows where it is. Yeah, he's getting this ward right now.
Two observers right next to the sentry, right?
Dire's middle tower
Find
is
one of
under
them.
attack.
Is he gonna die for it though? Noticed.
Oh, not quite.
He hesitated, waiting for Sayers to catch up, and that means Mira's fine. Yeah, a lot of focus here from VP to place these lane wards and sneakier wards, but they're all being found. Bottom lane, there's a sentry already pre-placed there. So that should get cleared out.
All right. Center deck. What if it gave melee heroes a bow and arrow and it increased their attack range by 1200, but they did all their normal attack modifiers? So you could put like Ursa in the cart and he was like, could do fury swipes. Then would it be viable?
What if my grandmother had wheels? Then she'd be a bicycle.
Yeah, that.
Yatro getting hookshotted. Ducalis as long as we're going to set this up. But with the Rapid Major and that final big burst damage, they get a huge kill. Hurricane helps Collapse get away from the Sprout at least. But that Lina kill vitally important. And I wonder now, I saw Yatro queuing up this Hurricane Pike Boost to travel build.
Yes.
Does he not just go BKB?
Well, that's the thing. That's what most Linas do, right? I think even versus Clockwork, it's not very common to see the force builds, like Hurricane Pike or casual Force Staff. But
Always
that seems to be his go-to here. Unless I'm wrong on that, but I don't think I've been seeing them very much.
No.
But, I mean,
BKB every game.
That's what you were saying though about the Clockwork came out instantly. Like it was like Lina Clockwork, and that's it in action. You just get the kill as support Clockwork. Sure, you need a little bit of help with the damage, but there's really not much she can do.
I'm just stuck in the cage. And who's there to save her? There's like smoke screen that can help a little bit. Tossbacks, cookies. But there's no Force Staff or anything, right? Snapfire's going to be going for that Grease build. Tiny going for the Echo Saber. Ricky waiting for the shard ready with a jump in from Lal. Squadix has his shard, so rolls up a little bit. Doom though now as Collapse takes down the Pango. BKB used to the Doom, and they're going to play it on the Clockwork. Revenge for Yatoro. Take him out. They've got the dagger, dart, in toward Hoodwink. Tossback play, but the Light Striker Ray misses. Doesn't matter too much as Team Spirit clear through three of them. Transfer this victory into a tier 1 tower, and 15 minutes in, they get Ricky's shard, and what happens, Trent?
The dart is online. 2 darts fired, 3 kills.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, the odds there from EGB, as you can see, still relatively even. I do think that being even right now in terms of net worth is massive for Spirit. I mean, to be fair, they have a Doom, so it's actually slightly a lead for I would say it's kind of like that Brood Mother effect or Alchemist effect. I guess Brood doesn't get as much anymore. Mostly an Alchemist effect. Anyway. I feel much better about this.
Is under attack.
Collapse. He's using his Hurricane at a nice positioning.
Radiant's bottom tower
Gets pushed
is
on high ground. Oh my god, what a god game. I'm still found though by Krillat. I mean, 3 slick moves there by Collapse, and he's giggling to himself, as he should be. But that death means Roshan is opening up here for VP to walk into the pit.
Is under attack.
I gotta say, he's making the Hurricane look good. Like, to use it before you have Blink and need the War Stop, he's done a lot of neat stuff. He's caught and pulled back people, he's gone over the cliffs. But, not this time. Does go down, gives them the Roche.
Not gonna be ages for Krillat. We're seeing how Nature's Prophet players love to team aggressively like it's the new of enemy heroes.
Radiant's
Gives him
middle
that second
tower
life
is
and the
under
option to do
attack.
so before he gets his BKB. Team Spirit are still out on the map though. Miposhka gets deep wards down, and one of your favorites, right? This base ward from the Ricky.
Oh yeah. Best benefit of Ricky. I used to play a lot of bounty hunter support when that was kind of
Roots and
and I used to love doing that, but it was always tricky because he had to do it at nighttime. And then of course Ricky, you know, got buffed to be able to place wards invis. That's cool.
Yeah, cool. Oh, collapse. New hurricane out of this. Yeah, playing in the pre-load, knows something's coming, but the chain stuns are there. Krillap TP'd aggressively and they blow up the Doom. Eyes in with the avalanche toss, Krillap low on HP. With the rolling thunder, causing with the chaos, they need the additional help of the Ricky and the Lina. Perhaps the nade ship down, Bushka's still standing tall. Flash strike arrays come through, but it looks like Yatoro wants to disengage. No continuation from Spirit. Just taking the clockwork kill, the
Dire's
Aegis
top
light,
tower is under
calling
attack.
it quits as they hold their tier 2.
I feel for Squadox in that fight because it felt like he was doing a lot on the Rolling Thunders, but it's just, they don't quite have the finish on it yet. You know, they don't have quite enough damage to really feel like that's gonna just like win the fight for you. Everyone's just kind of bouncing and hopping around.
Where's it going to come from? Like, Nature's Prophet needs another item after BKB, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Assault Grass, or... Do you go Daedalus?
I don't know, it's got to be big though. I guess eventually you hope that the Pango's gonna be doing more damage, but he's also getting his blink next. At some point, yeah, you just kind of have a little bit too much control and not enough damage. And then it just means that your focus has to be perfect. You can't be like spreading the damage around and stuff. It's good that he's interrupting the fight, but maybe it's more important if he just like sticks on the one target and tries to all focus down like the Lina ASAP or something.
Yeah, well maybe, I'm curious to see if he shifts the build. We've seen a little bit more of that agony build with the shield crash CD palette.
Yeah.
Really good on top of Lal again. Maybe he can use the tiny, trying to get out of the cogs with the cookie palette. Rooted up on Glavnir, and this one under perfectly placed onto Mira in the back as well. Hoodwink comes out with a double kill. Team Spirit getting picked off by this 5-man group up, and it's the death ball from VP looking for this tier 2 push to continue.
Dire's
No
top
creep
tower
wave, though.
is under attack. Dire's structures are
Come, though.
fortified.
Oh, that was
range
creep.
creep.
Sorry, I missed the range creep. My bad.
It was inside an
I was
army
wondering why he
tree.
was so gung
Dire's
ho.
top
I was like,
tower
why is he
is
just like
under
going
attack.
into this? Saw the shield drop.
One ranged and one nutrients.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Oh, Sayrush nearly finds collapse with a bushwhack. Misses out on the connection. Yatoro has
Radiant's
already shoved
bottom
out that
tower
bottom
is
wave and
under
farms
attack.
backwards now towards his ancients. Plenty of farm to be gathered up by the Lina. And yeah, looks like Pike into BKB is the option he decides to go for. And the Boschka. Sleeping Dart, smoke screen, and there's the tiny combo. Get off the clockwork, and that's a threat off the map for 30 seconds. They need to maintain their lanes, but this would be a perfect time to get out on the map and find another kill.
Now, I'm wondering if Clap's gonna change his Devour here, because he left the Centaur. Oh no, Squawks is killing it. Unfortunate. But yeah, I'm curious if he wants to take the Centaur. Because I saw him Midas one right in the face. I was like, oh, I guess he doesn't want it.
I think it's the
I would
problem.
prefer that to the Hurricane.
I don't know. I think it's the problem I said earlier. Like, Lina has gone for this
Radiant
Pike build, but no one else
scanning.
has Force stats. So Doom is like, right, you guys aren't
scanning.
buying Force. I will eat one.
It's so low, like, low cast rate though. Ah, whatever. He's committed.
It's for himself.
Yeah. He's getting Aether. It's fine.
Oh, is he? Yeah, that's very cool. Wow, I'd like to see him just keep that Hurricane then. Nice Sleeping Dart. Where's he gone?
He
being
hit
chucked
Squad
around.
and dissipated, yeah.
Oh, this is where Team Spirit opt to smoke. Where are they heading?
BKB. Do they have any vision besides the baseboard?
Nope. The only one they've got. And Centaur has a gem, so he's been clearing out any bit of vision he can find. Yatoro farming Ancient still, so won't be joining this.
They
Smoke break.
Oh,
They
wow.
get nice move away though. On Stampede jump in, no notice the two-man stop and hook shot in the back. An isolated mirror. Collapse has the BKB to run. And Lal is caught up in the Gleipnir. Rolling Thunder and a swashbuckle forward. Collapse still close to death. Doesn't get the break away. Shot crack lands and Squad X finds the kill. Yatoro now joining, but sprouted up and trapped. Hurricane Pike off towards the sleeping dart and the Poshka setting up on the Centaur. A lot of damage from Yatoro does get the kill, but a double to Ducalis and the BKB. It's there long enough to secure the TP home. 4 for 2 though, as Team Spirit get crushed in the mid lane, and they were the ones to make the move.
Yeah, I mean, part of it, Virtus Pro sitting in good spots there with the instant smoke pop there from the Hoodlink, but then blown up pretty quick. Got off a sharpshooter, it was a bit late, but the focus on the collapse was massive. He didn't get off a Doom, couldn't find a good target, was being pressured by the Nature's Prophet, had to fall back. And a big defense here from Virtus Pro, just saying, like, stay on your side of the river. You guys come over here. We're ready to fight. And, of course, soon you might feel trapped on your side of the river. With this Nature's Prophet, it gets stronger and stronger, and the waves are harder and harder to manage. And he is indeed going for that Assault Crash that I think we were both kind of hoping for.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Tanks himself up. Very good against the tiny Lina as well. Only a 2k lead though, with VP winning pretty much every team fight. It feels like they wanted for sure to secure more with that first Aegis, and that's probably why we have this weird bit of back and forth and a lull in the game where everyone's still aiming for that next tier of items. That Aegis being taken out so quickly in the top lane. Both squads waiting another minute and a half at least for the Roshan to spawn. And Krillite even has Treants in the pit, just ready for it.
Yeah, now we're gonna have to see what Miposhka can do. Essentially, I feel like the darts are gonna be the big clutch factor here. Also, the ability to just pop smoke. There's dust and sentries right now. The Rain have an ob sentry combo ahead of them here too. So Miposhka definitely in the danger zone. Smoke pops. What's he do?
Sleeping dart dust. Picks the trade off and Bushwhack misses. Shot on Lina though. That's a big catch. Ducalis doesn't get the cogs and the team isn't there to follow through. Squad X, they tried to Rolling Thunder, but there's no one here from Team Spirit to actually get on top of. And now the top back into the game. They just trapped Notice on the high ground. Slay the Centaur and the chase is on. Tiny blink in 5 seconds time. Collapse with the Hurricane. Ragsayer's back into the waiting arms of the Cookie and the damage of Yatoro. 2 kills for Collapse. And that comes down to the Ricky scouting, breaking smoke, and just really chaotic movement from Miposhka to stop the team fight continuation from VP.
I'm just easing that hurricaning. It's not a big deal. Sorry about it. Here, as you can see, just hiding out, nowhere to go. Has a TP. Not sure what he's waiting for. That's a bold flare.
Yeah, he's gone. It's got to be one of the most underrated abilities in the game, right? Like, I know everyone gets pissed off when a neutral creep uses Hurricane on heroes naturally.
True.
Radiant's
yeah, I don't think I've seen it utilized this often and this much by a Doom devouring one of the
Not by a Doom,
wings.
no. Yeah. They love to get that stomp because it's just so much more reliable, really, is what it is in the end. But the Wild Wing Hurricane is clearly more versatile. There's a lot of interesting things you can do with it.
Usually it's like the Arc Lightning creep early, then maybe Ogre Frost Mage, then the Centaur Stomp, Alpha Wolf if you want to be a bit fancy and buff up your team. So many options. Hurricane just down the list, really. Nature's Prophet still up the top of the net worth. Salt Cuirass looks like it is done and coming out in courier now, so Krillite hitting pretty big power spike.
They gotta win this next fight though. Virtus Pro. Peacetime is not doing well for them. Now, Team Spirit are just rearming. They're looking stronger and stronger. The gold lead kind of slips in their favor when they're not fighting. And now it's all just gonna come down to this Roche. It's gonna spawn in about 15 seconds here. And who's got the better Roche fight is the question.
Difficult, right? Sleeping Dart's there, the hook shot. Follows through onto the Ricky, and now the Gleipnir catching Lina. She BKBs and gets Hurricane a little bit of distance away from the Prophet. Not sure that's what Yatoro was intending from this team fight. But Team Spirit opting to get back to their observer ward on the high ground and wait things out, while Roshan has respawned.
Ooh, that's a bit of a toughie though. A lot of stuff was used, like Prophet doesn't have BKB. That could be kind of scary versus this Tiny. Like, Tiny still has BKB right now, and he's invis. But there is a Ricky, but Ricky's dead. So maybe they get
The kisses! getting Krillat away from danger. Full staff off to the side as well. Wow, Team Spirit nearly had that perfect snap initiation. And Proper's going to TP home and then probably TP back out to fight because Roach is close to death. Yatro's in the pit. Let's get back. Showed up. No TP Yatro. Cooking across, but in comes Squad X. Oh, 1 HP. He's gliding it up and caught by Krillat. Collapse is still in the pit and fighting with Lol. They're doomed to Pango now. The Roach close to death. So close, but he snaps into the agent. Turns and fights with a pushback play. A cookie forward mirror. Lol. They're fighting 2v3. Yatro, he's in here. Forward back and plays aggressively. Oh, but no BKB still has Hurricane Pike. The blade stop, not going to pay off. He gets dripped to the round. Now the catch from Krillat potentially here from Lol. Avalanche toss and the damage from Yatro. The triple kill off the back of the buyback. And Lol's looking for notice now. 2 seconds for the CD. Mirror cutting him off of the pass. Doesn't get the catch. The blink away. Successful. Oh my god. What a team fight.
Man, I feel like Virtus Pro actually reacted so quickly with that Stampede escape from the Tiny.
I thought they were all gonna die. Like, that looked so bad, and they just managed to instantly Stampede, get themselves out of there, have a chance to reboost back in. And then they even got the Aegis from the Prophet too.
Radiant's middle tower is
I mean, he
under
had the
attack.
damage, but it wasn't enough in the end. Obviously not able to get quite enough. The Boomerang was flying around there too. Oh,
See how fragile these guys are with that BKBs though.
yes, yeah, and that goes across the entire board right now. Oh man, that's a heartbreaker to lose right there for Virtus Pro.
Oh,
Nice.
very nice.
Benefits of Lena Force F. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Mirror's one, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Yato gave him the save.
Yeah, both of these carries really desperate for the Satanics now, but it looks like Yato is going to be first to hit it. A couple of thousand gold until he finishes it off, while Krillat still needs a good 4k, 5k to finish off that big item.
That does concern me. I feel like the Satanic is the fight winner right now. You can see it just now. That last engagement was wrapping up there.
Oh, the catch. Is that a high ground ward? Oh, it is. Tinker sees the wink. Lol to secure it. And it's another one of those weird points of the game where Roshan is killed, Aegis is immediately claimed. And now what are you aiming for? Neither team really wants to go straight high ground, so it's going to come down to these little pick-offs and scrappy fights here and there and get an edge on the map somewhere.
Laurel is pretty scary here too. Think about that rope strike he had the tree volley. Well, it's there now.
Yeah, it is. Rebuild the Echo Saber as well off the back of it. What are you going to do? You're going to Sleeping Dart, Tree Volley with a cookie play. Doom has the War Stomp now as well, so he did finally pick up that
Radiant's
Centaur.
bottom tower
Yeah,
is
so
under
you can
attack.
dart into War Stomp, potentially Doom if you want, or it's just a setup for Tree Volley and people get blown up. But there's the Pango Eggs with the Basher. So it's time, you feeling lucky?
Radiant are
Gonna hit up the
scanning.
slots, so you can roll a couple Bashers in
Radiant
a row.
structures are fortified. Dire are scanning.
And it feels even better now they changed Lucky Shot, right? So it's everything
Radiant's bottom tower
is
is under
blocking the
attack.
Lucky Shot, not just the right clicks.
Yes, yeah.
Jump in. The Boschka's obliterated. Well, BKB up means it's difficult for Spirit to fight. Now Spirit's on a standard ground with his own BKB. Hurricane Pikes does have Satanic as well, but he's getting back. He's getting to time in a second as well. There's no way he can win this. A huge victory for VP. And 120 seconds with no Lena.
I don't even know what just happened to them. I looked and they were just dead.
So good and
That was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, again, it comes back to this no Roshan, no objective for teams to fight around. So Spirit are like, don't want to play top part of the map, don't want to play mid, we'll play bottom. Getting caught out with their pants down.
Dire's middle tower has
Man,
fallen.
poor Laurel. He just got hoof stomped into Lucky
Dire's
Shot,
bottom
bash
tower is
into
under attack.
Bushwhack, and then he got halberded even. Wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, Prophet doing 5,000 damage.
Dire's middle tower is under
Pretty
attack.
scary beast, this Krillat Prophet.
I love how literally right before that fight, Spirit had like a 68% chance to win, and now it's fully split.
Dire's bottom
It's like, oh,
tower
never mind,
is under
okay.
attack.
Yeah, no, they hit the play. They did the thing.
The one move. still don't want to go high
Dire's
ground though,
bottom
even with Alina
tower
dead
has
for
fallen.
60. Playing that last fight.
I'm not over it yet. They just vanished.
Catch and kill and kill and kill.
It was like the dream setup for a centaur where it just doesn't
This
even
is
look
my
real.
shot.
Like all his damage is just hitting everyone like crazy. Felt so impactful for once.
Spirit bunkering down their base a little bit. Entire map belongs to VP. Nice to see them really utilizing his profit, farming back to front.
Boom, Derek jackpot.
Then to control top jungle as well. I need that refresher roll up on collapse. So you've got the double BKB and double dooms.
Yeah. Needed. Definitely the thing to turn these fights back around. Again, it is peacetime, so it's good for Team Spirit with the Devours happening. Lina.
Sleeping Dart. Doom is on the Centaur. They've got Pango trying to roll in, but Lal BKB's up and gets the catch on the clockwork, while Collapse still following through on the Centaur off to the left. TP in from Krillap though, gonna find the kill on the Doom. And now Spirit trying to get here with Yasuo's Lina, but a good bushwhack. Good dart. Gleipnir's there as well, boosting them up. Kisses landing into this profit, and Lal's there with the tiny toss. Tree volley kills him off. That's not too bad for Team Spirit, but they're going to come back and maintain their lanes. They can't get caught now.
Collapse really broke up that fight this time. You know, instead of being all pumped up and everything being spread across all of them, he was able to sort of break it down a little bit. And that gave them a chase potential. Like, it was a nice Gleipnir, or else I think they lose at least one more different hero there.
Yatoro being noticed. Oh, he's close to death. The final clicks are coming up the high ground. Follows him up the staircase. Prophet's going to maneuver his courier out there. But another bit of feeding out of VP. 9-1 odds. Oh no, this feels like a 1-1 game.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking that's probably not accurate. Those big Virtus Pro believers. Or, sorry, Team Spirit believers.
Spirit believers, yeah.
Obviously.
The protest.
Yeah, the numbers were just so big. Big number. Do you like the full-on buyout for the Doom?
For the refresher, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's a team fight winner right there.
It should be. It feels pretty hard to lose the fight with this.
It's like one of those things, right? Like if you're a Doom and you blink, stomp, Doom someone, and then die, and you buy back. What are you doing with the buyback?
I'm not doing much. You know, don't die without doing anything. Just press that BKB the second something on your map is not friendly and green looking.
Radiant's middle tower
You'll have another
is
one.
under
It's okay.
attack.
Yeah, and it's not like the Bank of Dota gives you interest on your savings account, is it?
Money to burn.
You know what? Finally, a patch note that I could get behind.
What would you give it? 2.75%?
People would actually be the worst if you got interest
Oh
in
my
your gold.
God.
I've thought about that before. It would be the worst
Yeah.
mechanic.
Yeah, I mean, I would be one of the ones
remove
doing it.
Midas, and it just becomes a passive part of the gold. Oh my god.
You'd see
Listen, I need
people,
my 5k gold, guys.
you'd have Ench, Chen, Doom, all getting those kobold creeps.
Oh, now this is kind of pretty good. You're not convincing me with this.
Give me that
The
GPM.
seeds of
Bring back the GPM talents. That's what we need.
All right, slow down.
Oh my god, I just remembered the Lina respawn talent with Bloodstone, and I've hurt my brain. Oh.
The instant respawn, so she just like
Yeah.
appeared again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great time. And then you had TPs and Boots of Travel, so you could also be doing all kinds of weird stuff.
How far Dota's come.
All right.
VP, 5k deficit right now, looking to try and even the playing field with his smoke gank. We've seen how well they can do when they're the ones getting the jump onto a spirit hero.
We got Collapse. He's in such a dangerous spot, but he's got the ward now. He's waiting for the smoke. They ping it from notice, though. They recognize that he was sitting there, I think.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good idea of where spirit are. But a bushwhack on a tiny illusion means spirit knows where Virtus Pro are lurking as well. And this scan gives them a good idea that they're in or around the pit. Roshan's not up yet, though. And the rocket flare vision to Carlos with a high ground ward. This is zoning ulti and rolling thunder. A good bushwhack. Two of them caught up in it. Oh, down. They get the high ground vision removed. Yeah, VP tentative around that fight. There's
It's so stressful. He's just rolling in circles in the water, and then he's throwing smoke screens in case someone blinks in. It's so scary.
Oh, that smoke came before the rocket flare. VP don't know this wraparound's coming. Who's orange? Orange is Centaur. Clear the wave, jump away.
Do it with flair.
Dire's bottom
Have this
Oh my
position
god,
on the high
look where
ground.
the clock is.
Near the ancients to Carlos on the low ground in the river. Who's gonna break the collapse? It's Krillak. BKB and Stampede. The jump under. Centaur though has collapsed. So looking to clear out the Centaur to Carlos. He goes to the Melina, but Yatoro offering so much damage.
is under attack.
Destroying VP's movement. And now they're down 2 heroes with Roshan respawning in 20. They might have to buy back to fight this.
It's too much. They need like Aeon discs or something. It's just, these fights aren't fights from both sides. It's just, it's non-existent. There's just too much damage being built that people are just vanishing. Like they don't have a chance to counterplay. Like that did not look like a team got stampeded. Like it looked like he just died.
Yeah, it's just like
hits 3 times for like 1 billion damage.
both teams are like SEAL Team 6 or something, right? They're just like hiding, lurking in a swamp, waiting with their night vision goggles. They see a target, they kill it, and then they get out quickly. There's no option for a full-blown bit of warfare.
It's actually insane that there was a Call of Duty edition that came out when we were younger that came with night vision goggles. In hindsight, that was kind of wild.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2. Remember? Like the OG Modern Warfare 2 you bought for like whatever.
Physical.
It came with real night vision goggles.
No way.
Yeah, we were pretty cool.
Oh man.
You guys missed a real generation. You guys got Fortnite though. I guess that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a cosplay. I was more the, oh god, the catch on Ricky. Can I kill off Miposhka? No, he's got 4 staffs and cookies being launched around everywhere.
Okay, we need to focus. People are dying too fast. You know? You know, it actually does look like Call of Duty though. It's like, you catch someone with their back turned, they just die. You know? Maybe this is accurate.
What's it called? TTK? Time to kill? You don't know about this. So there's, I mean, it's not a mechanic, but it's just a phrase they use in first-person shooters like Battlefield and stuff. And they, so it's the you know, bullet speed and bullet damage and how much HP and armor you have. And that's one of the big problems that Battlefield and Call of Duty always had, was that TTK was too low. You know, you just kill someone so fast they don't have a chance to react. And reacting is fun.
TTK. It's too low here, guys.
It is too low.
As all you guys know.
Yeah, I was more of a Medal of Honor person, honestly. That was my game.
You would be a Brit.
Getting my K98s out on Quarantine, you know. Get the spades out. Oh god, what was it? Day of Defeat, the Half-Life mod, or the Counter-Strike mod. That was a good one. Get the spade out and backstab people with the trench spade.
Radiant are
I played a mod once.
Dota2. Yeah,
good one.
Radiant's
Quality one.
bottom
Sometimes you get an
tower is
18k
under
lead in an
attack.
Aegis, and the game still feels like it's kind of scary. And so you don't necessarily press all the way in.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Kind of relax a little bit. What are they?
Trees.
Yeah, what are they waiting for right now?
I'm waiting to see an enemy hero, I think. Treants up at top. Someone's going to deal with that. Profits out, split pushing. I mean, Lena's got her Daedalus done now.
She almost has bots too.
And Doom,
And they're
30k
on the
net
way.
worth.
Yeah, he is massive. He just got the overwhelming blink. I'd like to see Miposhka just get a blink dagger and just like blink, dart, run away or something.
Bounty killing.
I feel like he just needs a dart and game is good. They have one Lotus, right? Yeah.
It really feels like it comes down to who sees like the juiciest target first.
Yep.
Like, it's a very difficult game for Krillak, for Yatoro. I guess Lena does have the Aegis, but even so, could get killed twice pretty quickly with the control that they've got. And that's the thing, both teams are offering so many long duration stuns. You get caught in one of them, you're getting caught by 5 of them.
Tree throw is just... He hits so hard.
Incoming.
Oh, and he's got Silver Edge soon as well.
They're just gonna melt.
Oh, Miposhka with a TP. They're on to Noticed. Soon's here to back up the Centaur, 4 staff and the Stampede there to get him out. Scary times though.
Okay, I didn't realize how bad Centaur was in the armor department. He has 4 armor.
Hmm. I guess they nerfed it to give him more HP regen, right? In lane.
That is crazy. He gets 1 agi per level.
Oh, Mirror. 4 staffs out. Wait, what was that? Did he pop the cheese? He just heals back up to full.
Someone's
Too much the Pango. Looks like he's alright to continue fighting again and collapse with a refresher. Onto the Pango with a tree volley. They kill off Seers. The kisses are good. 4 heroes down at the blink of an eye.
Like, they just vanish. They're just gone.
Radiant's middle tower is under
That
attack.
is 10,595 damage done in about 4 seconds.
Radiant's
That's what we're talking about here.
This is the most explosive team fighting I think I've ever seen Captain Dota. I've never seen it like,
Radiant's
from
middle
both sides,
tower
how
is
fast
falling.
everything's able to melt. Obviously, it's got crazy experience. He's not mid-level.
Usually I've got a bit of time to, wind up, build it up, talk about things happening, but this is just hero jumps, hero dies.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Elena Barrett dissipates. Gonna jump in again. A catch on to Noticed. Slept up by the dart. Nice little golden crows flying above him when he stampedes.
Cut the trees.
Burns.
Yeah, throw
doesn't
10
it?
seconds on Aegis. This timing could be something VP exploit, but with Miposhka just throwing out these sleeping darts, keeping Skornix trapped under in tier 4s.
Under attack.
Yasuo can just stand high ground and
Radiant's
bully the
bottom
buildings.
barracks are
He
Radiant's
got bottom
top
tier 3.
barracks
Hype.
has fallen.
Because he's
Gorilla
wave
did.
pushing in top. Or, yeah, he's
Dire's
a wave in top, so he took the
is
bottom
under
tower.
attack.
Profit. Let's left him up. Chuck forward. Tiny. Oh, so deep here. Okay, Mirror. Not sure that's what you had intended, but Yasuo is able to open up now onto Skornix. Laguna Blade in the right place. Punish him hard, and he's dead for 2 minutes now. Sayush, he jumps by the Doom, and a cookie back saves the Lina. Mirror forwards through, the help collapse out. Third wink, and now you're down to a 4v2. No buybacks for VP. Noticed in trouble. He's caught out by Yasuo. Lina's online, and that's GG. Game over. Team Spirit with a 2-0 victory here and secure themselves a major slot.
A game that wasn't looking like it was going to go their way, at least not the whole time. Game 1, pretty much in their favor one side, and made sure that it was nice and clean, off to victory, but they had to fight it out